Julie, and it is such an honor to guide you through this practice. For today's practice, we're going to have minimal pressure on the wrists, which is really lovely. And it's going to be a nice flow to open up through your back body, involving things like camel swings and dancer pose and splits and things like that. So I hope you're excited for that. Let us get started. So no props are needed. If you do want to have a blocks around you, just in case for extra support, you're welcome. Otherwise, we're going to make our way all the way down onto our backs. Landing down here on the earth, allowing your legs to spill out, your arms to relax at your sides. We're going to take 3 big sighing breaths just to allow ourselves to settle in. Can we all take a collective deep breath in? And sigh it out. Twice more. Inhale. Let it go. And again, inhale. Sigh it out. Feeling your whole self land here. Letting everything else go and drop away. As we enjoy this moment together here on the mat. Enjoying the privilege to connect you with you. When you're ready, cuddle your knees both tightly into your chest and give yourself a little rock side to side. Massaging through your spine, rocking all the way around your pelvis. And then keeping a hold of your knees, start to churn big circles. Knees go together down and circle wide apart into your chest. Just warming through your hips, creating a little bit more spaces here. Then reversing these circles, knees coming into your chest, opening wide and around down. One more rotation here. And then keeping your right knee to your chest, left foot can either plant on the earth or extend out long, whatever feels best. Holding your hands behind your right upper thigh. And as you exhale, extend your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee, breath in. Exhale, extend the right leg. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Keeping the back down, once more, breath in. Exhale, extend your right leg. Hold the right leg long. Hands can stay at your hammy or hands behind your calf and your ankle. And start to roll your right ankle around in either direction. Just creating some space. Know it's very early on in the practice. Sorting where you are right now. Then rebending your right knee back into your chest and draw the right leg across your body to the left-hand side of the room. Right arm reaches behind you and feel into this beautiful twist of the body. Kicking out through your left leg to create a long straight line between the crown of your head and your left heel as we revolve around this axis here. Stay for another full breath. And very slowly coming back to center, releasing the right leg down to the earth, and then bringing your left knee into your chest. Hands hold behind the left hamstring. On your next exhale, extend the leg long and bend on breath in. Twice more. Next time you extend your left leg long, hold it straight. Maybe walk the hands up towards your ankle or calf and start to roll around the left ankle joint. Bending the left knee into your chest nice and tightly, and draw the left leg over to the right hand side of the room. Left arm reaches behind you and feel into this full twist of the body. Take another full breath in and out. Coming back to center and then hugging again both knees into your chest. A little rock and roll up and down the length of the spine, or roll to one side to build yourself up into a seat. Bring your legs into a butterfly position, holding onto your ankles, and start to pump your legs. We're going to be here for about a minute, just feeling as much heat as we can. Feeling the warmth building through the hamstrings, through the inner groin, through the hips. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing the knees out wide and maybe just holding here feels enough. Or perhaps you bend the elbows, pressing them against the thighs, drawing your third eye towards your ankles. Stay for a full breath in. And a full breath out. Carefully lifting up nice and tall, closing your knees together. And then crossing your ankles and come all the way up and over to all fours. Hands in line with your shoulders, knees back in line with your hips. Warming up through traditional cat and cow. Inhale, open through the throat, the chest, the hips and the heart. Exhale, dome and round through your spine. Take another 4 to 5 rounds here, feeling into your back body and into your front. Twice more. Once more. And shifting your weight forward, pushing your hips down to the mat in a modified up dog, rolling your shoulders back and pressing the hips down, opening through the front of the pelvis. Rolling your collarbones back and down, opening the chest. Take another full breath in here. And then descending down onto your belly. Coming onto your forearms in Sphinx pose. Forearms down on the ground. Elbows pull back towards your hips. Hips draw forward towards your elbows, opening the chest. Active through your thighs. Kick your right heel to your hip. Exhale. And then lower. Left heel to your hip. Exhale. And lower. Right heel to hip. Trying to activate and lift through the knee off the ground. And lower. And then left. And lower. Kicking your right heel towards your hip. Left palm comes across towards where the right elbow is. And right arm reaches around. Maybe it tickles or takes hold of the foot. If you found the foot, draw the heel first towards your hip. Maybe your right elbow comes on top. Feeling the deep stretch in your quad here. And then if you've got a hold of your foot, start to kick the foot away and open the chest. Maybe bringing the left hand in front of you, pushing down through the left hand to increase the opening through your back bend. Take another full breath in and out, carefully lowering down, coming back to Sphinx pose with control. Right hand comes across towards the left and then kicking your left heel back. Left arm reaches around and maybe tugs a hold of your ankle. If you've found the ankle, start to bring your heel as close to your hip as possible, bending through the left elbow. And keeping a hold of the foot, perhaps you kick the left leg away, opening through the shoulder. Perhaps your right palm comes in front of you and you lift the chest a little higher. Take another full breath in. And slowly lowering back down, releasing the leg. Keeping your thighs together now, pressing up and back into a child's pose with your knees together. You might like to stack your knuckles one on top of each other to rest your forehead, or maybe your forehead goes down towards the earth, arms by your hips, stretching out through your lower back. Knowing that you can always come to this place whenever you need. Take another full breath in. And a full breath out. Slowly shifting your arms back out long in front of you. Shift the weight forward to 4-point kneeling. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog, lifting your hips high and back. And taking this moment to enjoy stretching out through the backs of your calves, backs of your hamstrings again. Lengthening out through your spine. You might like to pedal through the heels. And then taking your time to walk your feet to the front of the mat. Finding a nice tight forward fold. Hands might like to hold onto the backs of the calves and ankles. Encouraging your torso as close to your legs as possible. How close can you get your third eye to your shin bones? Tightening the backs of the knees and feel like your hands want to flip your feet off the ground. Stay for another full breath here. Releasing the hands to the earth, finding a half lift, tighten the legs and lengthen the spine, hands on shin bones and find a flat back. Soften and fold, breath out. Reaching the arms up to the sky, all the way up standing. And bringing your hands to your heart space, mountain pose. Beautiful. We're going to come straight into our flow, twice through. First round will feel a little rough, and the second we'll start to really feel and enjoy into the sequence. So finding a focal point in front of you, shift your weight to your right leg, and bring your left knee into stork pose. Finding a steady balance and gaze. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, kick your left leg behind you and reach your fingertips down to the ground, or if you need a block, standing split, left leg to the sky. How close can you bring your torso to your right shin bone? How high can you lift your left leg to the sky? Find a half lift, open the chest, breath in. Exhale, shiver, squat, left knee taps behind your right calf or ankle. Twice more, standing split, breath in, feel the stretch. Shiver, squat, breath out. Standing split, breath in. Shiver, squat, breath out, tucking the left knee underneath you all the way down to the ground to come into a seated twist. Looking over your right shoulder and hug the right thigh in. Beautiful. Keep looking over your right shoulder. Bring your left hand down. Open the legs into butterfly. Soles of the feet touch, knees open wide. Chest is proud, breath in. Exhale, close the knees to the right and wrap your left arm around. Okay, let's do that 4 more times. Knees open, inhale. Close to the left, exhale. Knees open, breath in. Knees close to the right, exhale. Knees open, breath in. Knees close to the left, exhale. Now stay over to the left. Come on top of your heels. Tuck your toes under, lifting the torso up. Finding a camel swing, reaching your right arm up and over, either to your sacrum or to your ankle. Left arm overhead. Pelvis shoots forward and look over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, windmill just to the left hand to the ground, right arm to the sky. Open the chest, breath in. I'm just shifting back on my mat. Thread the right arm through, breath out. Twice more, right arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, thread the right arm through. Right arm to the sky, breath in. Kick your right foot to the back of the mat, modified side plank. Arch the right arm overhead, extend the side body, breath in. Float the right leg and bring your elbow to knee. Look to the left palm and step your right foot forward, low lunge. Whoa, lots of transitions. Shifting forward in your low lunge, inhale. Half split, exhale, tightening your right leg and weight shifts back. Shifting forward, low lunge. Tuck your left toes under, lifting the torso up to low crescent. Now we're going to windmill left hand onto your sacrum just for this round, pushing the hips forward and reach the right arm up, opening the chest. How much back bend can you find? Take another full breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the earth. Lift the back left knee and turn over your left shoulder, wide-legged folds. Bowing deeply over your legs, tightening behind the knees. Stay for another full breath in. Full breath out. Hands reach in front of you, half lift, inhale. Place your palms to your hips and lift all the way up. Turn your right toe and knee facing forward and open the arms out, warrior two. Tightening behind your left thigh, dragging your right inner knee further forward. Sweep your left arm down and around, high crescent lunge, inhale. And then step to the front of the mat, mountain pose. Whew, beautiful. Second side, hands come to your heart space. Shift your weight to your left leg, right knee lifts to stork pose. Finding a steady focus and gaze. Pushing down through your left big toe, pull up through the knee, pull up through your standing leg. Take another full breath in. Standing split, kicking your right leg to the sky, hands reach for the ground. Once you're there, how long can you create length in your legs? Pushing through your left foot, lifting through your right. Finding a half lift, more length in the spine, breath in. Shiver squat, right knee behind your left calf or ankle. Twice more, standing split, breath in. Exhale, shiver squat. Standing split, inhale. Exhale, shiver squat, pause. Lower your right knee and hip down, seated twist to your left. Hugging the thigh in, wrapping and rotating. Keep gazing to the left, open your knees in butterfly, soles of the feet touch, heart open, breath in. Wrap to the left, exhale, looking over your left shoulder. Beautiful, let's move in flow, open the knees, hips and heart, inhale. Exhale, wrap right. Twice more, open, breath in. Exhale, wrap left. Open, breath in. Exhale, wrap right. Sitting on top of your knees, windmill, left arm up and around, toes tuck under, placing your left hand on sacrum or towards your left ankle, right arm to the sky. Perhaps you look over your left shoulder, finding a camel swing, pushing the hips forward, lifting up through the back of the heart. Windmill the right hand to the ground, left arm to the sky, open the chest, breath in. Thread your left arm through, breath out. Twice more, flowing with the breath. Once more. Left arm to the sky, open into modified side plank. Arching the left arm overhead. Float the left leg off the ground. Exhale, elbow to knee. Look to the right palm and step the left foot forward. Low lunge, open the chest, breath in. Half split, breath out, tightening your left leg. Shifting forward, low lunge, keep the right toes tucked under. Windmill, right hand to your lower back. Push the pelvis forward, left arm to the sky. Full breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the earth. Lift the back knee, full runner's lunge to wide straddle, turning over your right shoulder. Deep forward fold over your legs. How low can you bring your crown of the head to the earth? Tightening behind the knees. Hands come in front of you, half lift, breath in. Hands to hips and lift all the way up, breath out. Turn your left toe forward and bending to your left knee, warrior two. Inhale. Sweep your right arm down and around to high crescent lunge. Back right heel is lifted, weight to center. Take a full breath in. Standing in mountain pose, landing at the front of the mat. Beautiful. Take a clearing breath here. Inhale. Let it go. Once more. Let it go. Second and final round. This time no repeats. Shifting your weight towards your right leg. Hands to heart. Stork pose. Breath in. Standing split, breath out. Open the chest, inhale. Exhale, shiver squat to a seated twist. Tucking your left knee under, twist to the right. Open your legs in butterfly, inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Open in butterfly, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left, sit on top of your heels. Windmill right arm either to sacrum or back ankle, left arm to the sky, breath in. Exhale, left arm to the ground, right arm straight away, threads underneath. Open right arm to the sky, modified side plank, breath in. Exhale, trace your right elbow to knee to the front of the mat, low runner's lunge. Inhale, hold. Exhale, half split. Shifting forward, breath in. Windmill left hand either to lower back or perhaps back thigh or even ankle, right arm to the sky. Windmill the hands down, lift the back knee, breath in. Wide straddle, breath out. Half lift, inhale, hands to hips. Lift all the way up to warrior two to the right, breath out. Stay on your inhale. High crescent, exhale, lift the back heel. Now listen up, shifting your weight forward and back. I'm gonna lift back up into stork pose, hands to heart. Always option to come close to a wall. Tracing your left heel towards your hip. Can your left hand capture the foot like we did at the start of practice? Maybe this is enough, or start to kick your thigh away. Right arm out in front, dancer pose. Turning your left knee down, lifting both ends up to the sky, chest and thigh. Stay for another full breath in and out. Coming back to stork pose, inhale. Mountain pose, exhale. Beautiful, yogis. Let's take a clearing breath. Inhale. Let it go. Second and final side. Shifting your weight to your left foot. Right knee to stork pose. Breath in. Standing split. Kicking your right leg to the sky. Fingertips to the earth. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, shiva squat. Lower the right knee to the earth. Seated twist. Open the legs in butterfly. Breath in. Exhale, wrap to the left. Open butterfly. Breath in. Wrap to the right and sit on top of your heels. Windmill, left arm forward, up and around. Finding your camel swing, breath in. Exhale, windmill, right hand to the ground and thread your left arm through, breath out. Opening to modified side plank, inhale, left reaches overhead. Exhale, elbow to knee, trace left foot to the front of the mat. Low lunge, open the chest, breath in. Half split, breath out. Shifting forward and up, inhale, arms lift. Windmill, right hand to sacrum or back ankle, thigh, breath out. Pushing the pelvis forward. Windmill the hands back to the earth, inhale. Wide straddle, exhale. Half lift, breath in. Hands to hips, lift all the way up, exhale. Turn the left toes forward, warrior two. Full breath in. Sweep the right arm around to high crescent lunge. Nice, now a little shift forward and back of your weight, lifting to stork pose, right knee to your chest. Find a steady focal point. You can always come to a wall. Kick your right heel towards your ankle. Right hand might like to capture the inside of the foot. Left arm in front. Option to stay or start to resist your foot with your hand and lift the thigh to dancer pose. Natarajasana. Seeking to lift the chest as high as your leg is going. Stay for another full steady breath. Back to stork pose without slingshotting, inhale. Mountain pose, exhale. Take a clearing breath, inhale. And exhale. Arms reach to the sky, breath in. Melt the hands down through heart space and forward fold. Finding ragdoll, hands hold onto opposite elbows and let yourself generously sway and rock side to side. Should feel really, really nice through your spine. Lower the hands back down towards the earth. Half lift, breath in. And step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee down onto the earth. And then come into a seated cross-legged position. We can face one another. And just coming straight into stillness now. Settling and anchoring our energy. As we settle our energy, we're going to come into some extended exhales. So bring your fingertips to the earth to make a visual representation of your breath. Let us rise the arms to the sky for 4, 3 as you breathe in, 2, 1. Press the palms down as you exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more, breathing in for 4. Slowly exhale for 6. Placing your hands down onto your thighs. And take another 4 deep breaths here. And if you'd like to extend this out in a more full meditation or further down regulating stretch, feel welcome. Otherwise, thank you for joining. Bring our palms together at our heart space. And we always end with our thumbs to our third eye and bowing this analytical mind down to that of our heart. Sending a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation towards this body, towards this mind, towards this practice, and this life. Until we meet again, namaste.